Hello and welcome back. I'm Chan the Tech Man, and this is the Journeyman Project 2, Buried in Time. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. My website is chansmith.me. It will also be in the description of this video, and if you want to donate, go to my website. And let's see where. I think once. I think I want to. No, that's not the right one. This. I think that's the one I want to do, and I did figure out that on the sword you can't get the sword because I went back to a previous save in the sword room just to see if I could get it, and went through a whole lot of, tried a lot of different things, and I figured out that I can't get the sword. So I guess we'll just go on with what we're doing here and just see how far I have to, just see if I can go. And if it doesn't work, in another video, I'll go back to your previous episode and do it again. And we got the silo back on, I believe. So let's see. Well, I got run program, and I can't read that. Glass pyramid. Oh, well, I might need that. Transport code. Six 57255190235. Okay. I need to do this one more time. Write this down. Probably a few times actually, but uh-oh. No. No, 65725519020235. I think I got that. Maybe that's what I need. I don't know. Side Kliegman radiation voice 11 kilohertz. So, I don't know if I can look back at that if I need it, I guess, but Write it down just in case. Another headline.
We'll return after a word from our sponsor.
La peinture fraîche. Jote latvande. Sasta gorscht.
If you hadn't understood those important messages, you would have just
Wet paint.
screwed up your best suit,
De flippity van weg.
driven off of a cliff,
Cheap meat.
been poisoned,
Restaurant located in the lobby.
and peed your pants on a foreign planet. Yes, for all those reasons and more, there's the Omniglot DM Dual Mode Translator Biochip from Samco. Just pop the Omniglot DM into any standard biotech interface and voila! No more frustration, no more confusion. The Omniglot DM instantly translates the written and spoken forms of any known language. It does it all. The Omniglot DM Translator Biochip from Samco. Get it today.
Samco Translator Biochip available at Frugal's and other fine stores for a low price of $199.90 or order over ShopNet. Product order code 689-22378. 689-22378. Order now.
Notice we don't have that. That's blank again.
In a late-breaking update from the technology discussions, the Kryn ambassador Icarus moments ago stormed out of the talks, apparently frustrated with the lack of progress. The conflict began when the ambassador said, quote, "Even the Kryn can no longer deny the truth of the situation and that they don't understand how anyone could defend our right to keep such a hazardous technology." Until last week, Icarus maintained the Kryn's usual position, that each race should be allowed complete autonomy over its own technologies. But their attitude changed soon after Agent 5 was arrested. Since then, the Kryn ambassador has repeatedly tried to gain the support of all the other envoys in fighting for the abolishment of time travel. When this last plea once again met with resistance, Icarus launched into a tirade, exclaiming that if they had known better, they would not have voted to let such an obstinate and naive race as humanity into the symbiotry. He then abruptly departed. The talks will go on despite the Kryn withdrawal.
He's probably behind it, this Icarus. And I tell you what, I didn't see her being a part of it, the girlfriend. But
the heads of ministry will continue to meet with symbiotry representatives today in the Assembly Hall of the United Ministry Complex. These talks were requested by several member races as a forum in which to discuss the place of time travel technology in the symbiotry of peaceful beings. Today marks the beginning of the third week of negotiations, yet there is still no end in sight. Sarah Michaels is standing by at the United Ministry Complex with a report.
Thank you, Mark. The main factor protracting the discussions is the inability of the symbiotry to decide what should be done with the technology. The representatives have formed three distinct factions whose strongly opposing views have caused them to remain tenaciously entrenched in a deadlock. While one group believes we are committing the unforgivable act of hoarding a vital technology, a second supports the symbiotry tenet that each race has sovereignty over its own technologies. The third contingent, which has grown in strength since the arrest of Agent 5, contends that time travel represents a threat to every race of the symbiotree and should be destroyed altogether. Even though most attending races strongly disagree with humanity's sole ownership of the technology, our heads of ministry refuse to acknowledge their arguments, citing its inevitable misuse as their foremost concern. Therefore, barring symbiotree action, it is unlikely that the status of time travel as a proprietary technology of Earth will change.
Okay. Okay.
The third viewpoint, which was originally held only by the Unmo, is that the existence of time travel technology represents a threat to the history of every race in the symbiotree. For this reason, these races feel that all existing time machines should be completely dismantled. Following the arrest of Agent 5, the Loxoni changed their allegiance from petitioning for the release of time travel technology to requesting its destruction.
Because they have it now. Aha. Biologically unlike anything known to humanity, the Loxi are perfectly adapted for life on a rogue planetoid as their home world careens through deep space from one solar system to the next, changed in gravity and temperature, stretch and crack its tortured surface, creating gap fissures leading deep into the crust. It is these hellish caverns that the referred to as home. Though they live in total darkness, the lungs have highly developed ultraviolet sight, which allows them to navigate the caverns and to communicate with changing light patterns which emanate from between the rock plates that cover their body. Rocky plates that cover their body. They have the ability to focus these beams on UV light for long-range communication and for identifying various types of minerals, which is the mainstay of their diet. The powerful projecting mandibles of the Luxon were deserved to both serve to both crush their food and clear passages through the caverns. They also often use their mandibles for other labor-intensive tasks, although they have several prehensile appendages tucked away between their plates. They lack the benefit of hearing. Medical records show that they once had eardrums, but they are very sensitive to sonic vibrations. These people are highly moralistic and very social beings living in tight-knit communities which share all the responsibilities of daily life, including raising their young. They are also very religious. Creation accounts tell of a lone supreme being who fashioned the entire universe, but feeling it an empty act, decided to give the rocks life so that its beauty could be appreciated. One very likely explanation of their belief is the lack of a single other life form on their planet. Obviously, the presence there is a great mystery to everyone but themselves. The technological revolution was born necessity, increasing population and changing conditions in the planet's core forced them to seek new ways to survive in their environment. The first anti-gravity vehicles were developed for surveying the massive crevices for food, shelter, and other basic needs. From there, it was a small step into space where they discovered that they are not alone. Very interesting. So, Okay, let me write this stuff down. If I can find my paper that I had. Let's see what we got. That's not this. Let's see.
The third viewpoint, which was originally
This says little is known about the Unwa, and they can only sparsely be generalized about the Unwa, and it's different from the other forms of physiology because each one evolves differently and is in fact always changing. In the respect they can hardly be classified together as a race at all, as their only shared quality seems to be the ability to change, not to be confused with shape-shifting organisms, and on the physiology by direct response to immediate environments as well as by absorption of other local materials, and it is suspect other creatures' lifespan and reproduction practices of the Unwa, in fact, are a complete mystery to all but them. As to their nutritional, social, and psychological needs, they are very secretive about their origins and their habitat, but nonetheless valuable contributors to symbiometry. It is speculative that the Unwa may have been engineered by another race, but this theory cannot be substantiated. Unwa are nomadic beings, not claiming any homeworld or place of origin. They often travel alone or in clans of 3 to 5, but are somehow always aware of the location of others of their kind. They are timid, almost to the point of I don't know if it's the R, I don't know what that E is here, hermentry, but are quite friendly once they have established trust. Still, their secretive nature makes them paranoid, and they do not like to be in the company of non-Unwa for extended periods of time.
the third viewpoint, which was originally held only by the Unwa, is that the existence of time travel technology represents a threat to the history of every race in the symbiotree.
Let's see. What this...
The third viewpoint, which was originally held only by the They were joined by the Kryn, for whom this represents a break in their long-standing tradition of fervently supporting every race's right to sovereignty over its own technologies. The Loxoni now proclaim that if not destroyed, the technology must at the very least be put in the safekeeping of an elder race of the symbiotree. They cite security as their main concern.
Let's see what the Kryn are one of the most recent additions to the symbiotree. The criticisms of their introduction are quite unique. When the symbiote discovered them on their aquatic homeworld centuries ago, they were a non-tool using race, having not naturally developed any opposable and prehended limbs. However, because the Kryn were deemed to be highly intelligent and mentally evolved, the symbiote decided not unanimously to grant them the use of prosthetic appendages should they so desire. In an effort to expand their role in this newly discovered universe, the Kryn accepted this artificial advancement and have since continued their pursuit of new advantages to assert their place in the universe. The Kryn can be likened most to the dolphins of Earth, possessing streamlined bodies which allow them to guide through their fluid environment. Because of the environment needs, there are now liquid tanks at all symbiotic and embassy facilities to accommodate Kryn emissaries. The Kryn site is based on sensitivity to, Kilmar radiation, which occurs naturally on their homeworld. In addition to their innate senses, their cybernetic implants further extend their sensory awareness. Their hearing is very similar to that of humans, and they often communicate vocally with a human audible frequency range. Okay, this is it. I wonder if I could take a screenshot and try. Well, I can do it on this video. This matches that note. So I'm going to write this. They eat mostly crustaceans. Second planet to come our solar system. Okay, that's matches the note. I think that's maybe all I need.
Kryn, for whom this represents a break in their, like the others that share their goal, they feel that humanity lacks the necessary discretion to control such a powerful tool. As a side note, it should be mentioned that the Loxoni themselves are among the eldest races of the symbiotree. They were joined by the Kryn, like the...
I think that's all I need here. Matter transmitter. Okay. I don't know if this is what I want to do or not. It doesn't seem right. We'll try this code I got. Oh. How would you enter this in? This silly keyboard, you can't use the number keys. When you're playing a game, it automatically switches to gaming, but it's Alienware keyboard. I love the keyboard. No, it's not right. It's 272. I'm going to save. I'm going to put this at -1. And I did this part right. So let's save this. I assume I went somewhere. So thank you for tuning in. I am Chan, the Tech Man. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Get into the comment section. Be nice. My website is chansmith.me. Go there. I appreciate it. If you want to donate, go there. It'll also be in the description of this video. And hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload videos or go live. And if you want me to go live, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to schedule one time. Thank you. Until next time.